Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Ciro Pirone and this is Vineyard VIP at Horizon Beverage. Today we have a great pleasure to introduce a new friend for the family of Horizon. It's Matteo Ozzano. Matteo, un piacere averti.
My pleasure.
And Matteo represents a fantastic artisanal producer in the world of Prosecco called Merotto. So Matteo, thank you for coming to Boston. We'd love to have you, and we'd like to ask you a couple of questions. First of all, we'd love to introduce to our viewers the winery Merotto, which is so new to this market. So can you tell us a little bit about the story of this family?
Well, Ciro, as you correctly say, we are artisanal producer. It's a small family in area of Valdobbiadene Superiore. We started to make wine at the beginning of 19th century. But only in the last 30 years we improved with the quality to become today one of the most prestigious quality brands of Valdobbiadene Superiore. Why I say Valdobbiadene Superiore? I say Valdobbiadene Superiore because we produce wine only in altitude, in the hill. We have a wonderful hill that are submitted to the UNESCO heritage to become a new UNESCO heritage because they are something that are amazing, and in this particular terroir we cultivate our grapes to do our sparkling wine.
That's great, and yes, I've had the pleasure to be in Valdobbiadene, and it's really amazing, really spectacular. And I know that specifically in Valdobbiadene, just as much as in Barolo, you guys have gone deeper to really basically select specific vineyards that are more important than others or higher quality than others based on geology, soils, elevations, and whatnot, which is quite fascinating. And I know some of your wines actually are selected based on the vineyard sites, right?
Is it correct? Is it correct? Like Barolo, where the vineyard represented 90% of the importance of a wine, like in Barolo, also in our area, the terroir of the single vineyard represents the 90% of the importance of our wines. In fact, we produce our Valdobbiadene Superiore from one vineyard, where we produce one vintage, that they are placing just one wine. Exactly what happens, as you told, in Barolo or also in Burgundy, if you want to compare with our cuisine from France.
That's fantastic. It's quite amazing. We're so happy to have these super high quality wines. But now I want to zoom in into one of your wines and talk a little bit about what Prosecco is, logically what a great sparkling wine is first and foremost. Although we have here the Colbello, but my question was more about the Graziano Merotto Cuvée del Fondatore, which is your flagship wine. It's great wine, and tell us a little bit about how you make this wine, which has become such a always tre bicchieri wine, most importantly from Gambero Rosso, correct?
Correct. Cuvée del Fondatore is our brand ambassador. Nevertheless, the owner, Graziano Merotto, decided to put his name on this wine. And it is his personal single cuvée, so single production. Only 20,000 bottles. It means the same volume production per year of a great Barolo, but for us is a Valdobbiadene Superiore. One vineyard, with a particular terroir, only 20% of soil, and after rocks. So the root have to discover, to excavate, to find the minerals, to get water, and it means to have an important quality in the grapes. But it's not total the secret behind the Cuvée del Fondatore. Because, Ciro, the real secret is the kind of production that we have in vineyard.
Sure.
We do a double maturation of the grape. That is amazing because it's a very unusual production method in Valdobbiadene. What does it mean? It means that around 50% of our grapes in the month of July, we clamp on the vines and we block the nutriment from the vine to the grapes. So they physiologically, due to dry process, they have a passimento, as is a very known method for red wines, but only 50%. The second half moved to the normal maturation process. In the half of September, we pick up both these two grapes, because also the first one are maintained in the vines. We don't waste, we maintain, and we harvest everything together. So when we do our cuvée, it's an incredible mix of sugar, acidity, flowers, flavors, different level of concentration. So you make a wine with very heterogeneous conditions, and the result is a wine with incredible evolution, very, very long-lasting taste, complexity, acidity. And for me, Cuvée de Fondatore is a wine available to age. We maintain 6 months in the contact on the lees before to put in the bottle, when the basic Prosecco stays between harvest to vinification, what else? 15 days, at least 1 month. So that is a very, very long time. And curiosity, last September we did a vertical of 7 vintages.
Sure. And
the result was something of incredible, how this wine developed in these during these times.
Yeah, that's fantastic to see that Prosecco and logically Graziano Merotto, specifically in the world of Prosecco, is just so much more than a sparkling wine, a basic generic wine, but rather can be a fantastic sparkling bottle of wine, something can age quite well, and also that specifically talks about a small vineyard piece of land. And we thank you for your passion. Thank you for sharing the time and coming to Boston. Hope to look forward to see you soon. Salute.
Salute, and thank you to Horizon team.